How quick was that? That's beef pak choy, garlic and ginger sauce. Look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, beef, bok choy, and we're going to make a garlic ginger sauce. Fabulous stir fry, loads of flavour, quick to come together. I've got a couple of little bits of sirloin here. One is okay, you would eat that as a steak, but this thing is so thin. It's the end. But no worries, we're going to use it in the stir fry. Come on. So our bok choy then, or pak choy, nice and steady. We're just going to trim that off there. We don't want that end. Now these have been rinsed already, and it's a straightforward one really. You know, we've got about 4 bits there, and that's all we're doing. We're not doing any more than that. And it's going back in that bowl. It's as easy as that. Come on. Let's not make it difficult. It's a stir fry. Now you can put onion in if you want, but I'm going to use some green onion top. Just so it's in there, but you're not going to see all loads of onion. You're going to see pak choy and you're going to see the sirloin. So we want to be taking this. We don't want that fat. That fat's coming off there. That's going to be put in a bag for freezing. I can slide up and down on that knife. That's no good. We know that the sirloin fat is quite tough, but you know that knife is ridiculous. So I'll have to sharpen that. So the grain's going this way. Look, we want to do this. Now we want a little bit of chunky meat in here. You can chunk it up as much as you want, that's up to you. You know, thick as you like, but don't forget it's got to be stir fried. The good thing with beef, it don't have to be completely cooked through. That's all prep done. Okay, we want to be putting a sauce together and a marinade for that beef. Now we're not going to velvet the beef as such. Okay, it's just going to be a quick flavouring on there to stir fry. There's nothing wrong with that sirloin. It doesn't have to have loads of velveting going on. It's a good cut of meat. It's going to be a steady one. All the ingredients are on here. Look, they're all listed in the description. So we want about 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. We've got about a tablespoon of Shoesing wine going in there. Oyster sauce. A little bit of brown sugar. A little bit of white pepper. A little dobbing of sesame oil, a little bit of hoisin sauce. Now I'm using a jar, it's not homemade. Now the choice is yours. You can either use potato starch or cornstarch corn flour. Up to you. I've got this in my hand now, so that's the one I'm using. So it's the choice, you know, it doesn't matter, they both do the same job. What about a tablespoon in there? Come on. That's our sauce. Bring that in. And you know, it doesn't matter if this doesn't all fully dissolve, it will do, and it's going to cook off anyway. So you don't stress if there's any lumps in it or anything, you know, just stir it in the best you can, and that's our sauce. There you go, look, we'll leave those lumps in. Now we're going to swap out here. You think I'm mad, but you know, we did the cornstarch for that. We're going to do potato starch for this. We got about a teaspoon of potato starch. Got a little bit of soy sauce. We don't need much. We're just going to give that a mix in. There you go. Just leave it 10 minutes and we're going to cook. Okay, we're ready for this. This dinner is actually on the table 15 minutes because we were only marinating that for 10. Obviously we're cooking at home, so this is quite a thick wok, you know. If you really wanted to get this takeaway flavour, you know, you could use one of those thin steel woks. There you go, just to show you what I mean. And they are so thin. But obviously we're cooking at home, so we're not going to be trying super high heat for this. So we don't need to cook with one of these, okay? Want a little bit of oil in there. What we're going to do is sear off the beef, take the beef out, carry on. Now I'm actually using peanut oil as it happens because it's there, the first thing I picked up. But not to worry. I love that smell of peanuts. It looks warm enough, we don't have to have it smoking hot in there. Our beef. Spread it out and just leave it alone. Chuck it over. Out. Leave that in there, look. That looks super. A little bit of oil. A little bit of garlic and ginger in there. A little whiz round. Pak choy. Now I've got some green onions, they're hidden in there, you don't see them, look. Beef back in. In with our sauce. Flame off, a little bit of green onion, serve up. There you go, how quick was that? Sesame. How quick was that? That's beef pak choy, garlic and ginger sauce. Look at that. And if you want a little bit more green onion, well, there's enough green in there already. Oh, here we go. Come on, we're in. We're in. Look at that. Look at that, how tender that beef is. Oh, that is just absolutely fabulous. Oh yeah. We've got our sauce with a bit of pak choy, we've got that rice in there, come on. That is sensational. What a fabulous easy dinner. Oh yeah. That is delicious. Garlic, ginger sauce. There you go. A really nice take on a Chinese. We've got that pak choy, the beef. You've got that fabulous sauce in there, that garlic ginger sauce. In there with all the soy sauce and the shoestring and everything. That is sensational. Easy to make at home. 20 minutes tops, 15 minutes, but 20 minutes tops, and it's on the table. Come on. Crunchy pak choy, tender beef, beautiful sauce. What more could you want? If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make this. Save some money, make it at home, don't go to the takeaway. And there you go. If you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video. That is amazing.